Hello out there. I'm Bob Rubart with the Oracle Technology Network, and my guest today is Sebastian Likyung Ma. Sebastian is a software applications development manager at Semcor Marine Limited in Singapore, and he's recently published his first article on OTN. It's called A Real-World Guide to Invoking Oracle Service Bus and Event Delivery Network using C++ and web services. That's a mouthful. How you doing, Sebastian?
I'm great, thanks. How are you, Bob?
I'm good. I'm staying inside where it's warm and safe. Tell me a little bit about your article. What's the key takeaway? What will readers learn when they read your article?
Well, from my environment, we have different applications written in disparate languages, some big, some small, and even in the back end there are ERPs. So we need to have a scalable way to fuse them up or to integrate them in the long term, not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apps. So that's how makes me end up writing this article. And the key takeaway, I guess, is there are many tools from Oracle SOA Suite, and you have to pick the right one for the right job. And sometimes it may be suitable for this, but not that. And it depends on your requirements. So for my case, I have some hardware, software written in C++, and we need to get some data from the C++ side to the backend, for instance, the ERP side. So that's what spurred me to write this article. And the key takeaway, I guess, is this is a guide for you to slowly start to how to integrate things.
Okay. Now I know the article you use a technique where you're talking about a kind of a fictitious organization, but is what you write about in the article something that you've experienced? Is this a solution you've had to implement in the real world?
Well, it was first a proof of concept, and slowly and surely this would be one of the way that we would integrate. And for instance, we have biometrics systems that are written in C++. And in the back end, we have human resource systems that may be coming from PeopleSoft or payroll system. So we need to get them to talk to each other. And that is just two, and there are many others.
Okay. Now, events and event-driven architecture are a key theme in this article. How is the emergence of the Internet of Things changing how you think about events?
Well, we live in a concurrent world, and things happen concurrently and or in parallel. So there are many cases where many things happen at the same time, but they do not depend on each other. So, and that's why I think that this is just one of the way. The event-driven way is just one of the way to implement the asynchronous kind of solution.
Now, you mentioned that some of your work involves biometrics, and I would think it's not too much of a leap from that to, again, some of the work that we're already seeing being done in terms of the Internet of Things and machine-to-machine communication. Is that starting to affect your work now? Is any of that trickling into what you do?
I find in the end, it is not something new. I've been in this kind of distributed software for a long time now, since the COBA days, and during back then we had C++ objects talking to each other, but in a not so scalable way. And the biometric system is one kind of a entry system for data to enter into your system, and how to translate this data that you can use in your back end. And I'm not sure whether this answers your question.
No, that's fine. That's fine. it's early in the year. We're just in the first week of February. So I have to ask you, what are you going to be spending most of your time with over the next year? What's new on your horizon?
Well, as I have seen some of your blogs and some of your videos, and it is not, from what I see, it is not uncommon that I will face the same issues. Yeah, especially some of the work done in the Netherlands. So it is almost a similar situation. The environment that we have here may be the platform or the mindset may not be up to date. So it will take a while to get this kind of change of mindset and how to move forward. But that is good for the long term. And that's why we need a SOA as a guiding principle. SOA is many things to many people, right? And until you experience what it is, you will not be able to tell that whether it works or it doesn't. So it could be, it is in fact a way of life in how you implement and you deploy, and it is a discipline too. So in the next few years, yes, we will be moving applications into SOA step by step.
Well, you have a better perspective on the future than I do, because where I am right now, it's little after 7 p.m. on Thursday, February the 6th, and where you are, it's a little bit after 8 a.m. on Friday, February the 7th. So I'm talking to a man in the future.
Great, and it's a Friday, so it must be a good day.
All right. Well, Sebastian, thanks a lot for taking time to talk to me today. I've been talking with Sebastian Lee-Kyung Ma, the author of A Real-World Guide to Invoking OSB and EDN Using C++ and Web Services. That article is available now on the Oracle Technology Network. Sebastian, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Bob.